Everybody doing today? Not enjoying the music? I'm kind of offended. I thought I had good music taste here, guys. Sorry about the delay, and apparently YouTube had the wrong time zone set, which I didn't know. So welcome to the stream. I am officially freaking exhausted. We've been packing stuff like crazy here. Can you guys hear me? Let's do a check here. Oh man. So I'm not going to keep anybody waiting anymore. So what I've done is I've gone and exported all of our order numbers, and entered in all of the what's it called? Entered in all of the order numbers based on the price of them. Hang on one second. Into a really cool picker I found. So we're going to do that and find out who won the AlphaWise U20 that we unboxed on stream the other day. I got it all packed back up nice and ready to go out. Give me 1 second though. Oh, how's that? I have a sandwich. It's great. Yeah, so I'm rocking our new TH3D snapback, which my wife hates these hats, but I think they look cool. So there we go. I'm all TH3D'd out. I got my my Prusa inspired shirt. Those of you guys that don't know this layout, Prusa has a shirt that's got a it's like everybody's a maker, but only I'm a printer, Prusa. So yeah, I did that. Yeah, so I think we should be good. Now, let me switch over here. And like I said, I'm not going to keep you guys all waiting. We're going to go over some stuff and just kind of give you guys an insight to the madness that happened. I do have beanies. There are beanies. So I will go over some of our new stuff that we have, things that are coming up. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's an artillery box right there. I have a stack of them, so we are working on those machines. So let's go to my right monitor here. There's all sorts of loopy things. Let's see here. So all those weird noises you guys saw or heard during the queue, I didn't realize. I forgot I was capturing my desktop audio for the music. And so we're gonna go here. I got all of our order numbers in here. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a drawing. So this is for, if your order number comes up, what'll happen is if you're not in the stream, I'm going to go ahead and send you an email, and then you are going to get an AlphaWise U20 printer in addition to your TH3D order. So let's see, do you want to have a drum roll here? Oh, let me see. Let's see. Can I get a drum roll sound? Let's see here. Can we do this? I don't think so. There's like an ad coming up in my browser because I'm not logged into my YouTube Red. Oh, ready? Ready? Oh. All right. Sorry if that destroyed your ears. But whoever is 28404, you have won an AlphaWise U20 printer. Let me pull up my order system and see who that is. 28404. Let's see. That is a gentleman by the name of William Loper of Phoenix, Arizona. He won the AlphaWise U20 printer. So you, if you are in here, you have a winner here. Oh no, YouTube flagged you. Let's do this. I'm gonna do one other thing here. Let's see. Let me think of what I can do here. That's not going to be hard to implement here. All right. You demand a recount. There's no recount. This is very simple. We put numbers in and I click a button and the website randomly pulls a number, and it's some random website, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and create him an order here right now in our system. And we will go ahead and get him a printer. So hopefully hopefully he'll enjoy it. It is a physically nice machine, so I'm happy with it. I just wish it didn't have such a closed source board, guys. That's like I said, it prints nice, it's built well. I just can't do too much with it. So hopefully he'll get some use out of it. All right. So let's do this. I'm going to do one more. We're going to pull one more number, and I'm going to mute the sound from this picker thing because that's really annoying. Let's do that fruit machine. So I'm going to click this button here, and this is going to redraw the numbers. So whoever gets this, I'm going to refund up to $25 of your order. So let's see. So who's going to win $25? All right, we're going. There we go. So whoever is 27871, you're going to get up to $25 back. on your order. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I'm in our order system. I'm going to go ahead and issue a refund and see. So 27871. Let's see who that is. 27871 belongs to Roy Brown. And Roy Brown has a $185 order, so he's gonna get $25 back. 2500. I'm gonna put in the notes so he doesn't know. I don't know if he's in here, but I'm putting here stream giveaway. My bonus drawing. Congrats. How's that? All right. So Ray just got $25 back on his order. So there we go. All right. So I'm gonna see if we can do some other orders here. I'm gonna think of some other things to do. Hopefully I don't pass out. I got some G Fuel here. G Fuel wouldn't sponsor me, even though I drink a lot of it. I was really sad. So, oh, and Roy's an international order. So Roy basically, there you go. Hopefully that'll ease the pain of importing the products. So, let's go over a couple of things here. So, everybody with the flex plates are shipping. Luckily, we didn't have a lot of orders, back orders for the MK3 size. So yes, we have Prusa MK3 size flex plates. There's not pictures of them. They're, they are cut out. They have the hole cut out and the notches. I'd go grab them, but they're at the bottom of a pile. So I found out today, luckily, with, those were the only ones that were affected by the incompetence of FedEx. So I actually, when I opened them or received the packages, we got the PEI sheets and some of the smaller flex plates in first. And then my FedEx guy was like, oh, some of them got held up in customs. They'll be here tomorrow. I said, okay, no big deal. And the rest showed up. And I'm opening them and going through them last night. And I found a letter from a college. It looks like a mass mail letter, but I found a letter in our packages of flex plates that came from a supplier in Shenzhen, from a University of Kansas going to a guy in Puerto Rico. So something completely screwed up. 30 something. I actually made a post on my face. I'm gonna tell you guys the exact number. So we ordered 200 of these Prusa MK3 flex plates, okay? So I ordered 200 of them. 32.5% of those 200 sheets are straight up missing. 10.5% of the ones we actually received are damaged. And 5 of the sheets actually smell like hot chocolate. And there's stains on them. So meaning someone at FedEx, I'm assuming it's at FedEx because there was no tape on it from customs. As in, like, we've had our stuff opened by customs. They put a green tape over it that says inspected by U.S. Border and Customs. So someone opened the packages at FedEx before they got here. My theory is that they're very heavy. They're small boxes about this big by that thick. Okay, so 200 sheets in this package. My guess is they opened it to inspect it, didn't realize how heavy they were. They went sliding across the table, knocked over this guy's hot cocoa, and the rest of them went sliding under there. So 32.5%, so 65 sheets out of 200 are just straight up, we didn't get them. So yeah, that was fun finding that out last night. Now, the good news is those aren't a huge seller because I haven't really advertised them in the Prusa community. I just got them because I know there's customers of ours that have the Chinese printers and they also have Prusa, so I figured why not stock them. But the issue is that, we have to deal with this now. But the good news is the 165 sheets, the 220 sheets, the 300 sheets, and the 235s, those are all fine. They came in great shape. We have those and they're shipping. So those are shipping out. I know there's a lot of stuff out of stock on the website right now. The dual boards are on order again. I can't, I'm having a very hard time gauging the demand on the dual boards, because we go from I order 100 and we sit on them for months to I order 50 of them and we clear them out in a couple of weeks. It makes no sense. And same thing with the Melzy board. So I'm just checking our out of stock here, because I am reordering a lot of stuff here. Yeah, I did see the Black Magic email. If you want to send them to us, I'll play with them. I don't know how old those are, and I couldn't really find spec sheets on them. But, I mean, worst case scenario, I can give them to someone else. So if they're collecting dust, you can send them over, and I'll try to put them to use. Worst case scenario, I'll find someone else to give those capture cards to. But I really appreciate it. I don't mind playing around with them. So, yeah, it looks like we had, for the back order, because I pulled the flex plates off back order, it looks like there were 32 flex plates of the 300 ordered, 27 of the 235s. So, and the 165s and the 220s looks like one person order. So the 220s I wanted to have fit the Wanhao i3, but I screwed up when I gave the measurements to my guy that cuts all this stuff for us. And the corners are slightly too long, but they'll fit machines that have the screw holes, the screw heads that are not protruding. So like the ANET machines, you know, the other GTEC 220 machines. So we do have 220 by 220 flex plates now, and if your bed is completely flat, not like the Wanhaus where they have the screws in the corner, those will fit them. You know, if you get creative, I'm going to see if I can somehow. I don't have anything powerful enough. I don't have water jet or a laser cutter that's powerful enough to cut these, but I'll see if I can somehow make that work or find some screws that aren't going to interfere. But either way, if don't the 220 by 220s, because of the screws protruding, if you have an i3 by Wanhao where the screws are raised up, it's going to hit those. So I'm going to make sure to put that on there. They're out of stock right now, so you can't order them. Somebody ordered one. I have a total order of one for those. So yeah, and we have PEI, we have the Easy PEI in 220 by 220 now, the MK3 sizes and the 165 sizes. Now I am testing, I don't have a print on it, but I'll grab it and show you guys. I do have, this is a 400 by 400. This is a 400 by 400 sheet here, and it's a thicker sheet, but you can still flex it. It does take a little more muscle to flex. I am testing this on our AlphaWise U40. It's the same PEI. You can see it doesn't even have our logo on it. This is just a prototype. And I want to say I believe this is 1mm stainless steel. This isn't spring steel. This is just a thicker sheet of steel, because the spring steel stock is hard to get in sizes past 300. That's the reason our sheets for the CR10 are 300 by 305s, because the raw materials, 305 is the max size we can get on these. So I'm testing these to see how these held up. I have magnets under the bed, which we're going to be stocking when we put the flex plates in. So we have magnets now that are super strong. You have to be very careful with them. So here, put this on. And there we go. It sticks to the bed. Now, the magnets work really well because that's a different type of steel. I believe it's I want to say it's a stainless steel, because it's not super magnet friendly. I have 13 magnets under the bed and it holds it down, so that's good. But I'm going to see if I can have him change it to a different type of steel that's more that's got more iron content, so it works better with the magnetic stuff. But I ran a print on it last night. I had a print request from my buddy, so he hopefully no one gets pissed off by this, but he wanted me to print him part of a wall. So I thought it was funny, but I need to burn up this filament. So, but this was printed on that sheet, and this literally, I just flexed it. It came right off. So it does work. And it didn't move during the print. So that's good. It does work. I just want it to work better in terms of the magnetic attraction. So I have 13 of the magnets on there. Each magnet has about 10 pounds of holding force when it's working with regular steel. This is one of the magnets here. These are neodymium. I am told they're N52 grade. I'm not an expert on magnets, but what I do know is I ran these on the printer beds. I'm going to keep testing these. I'm going to, oh shoot, it's stuck to the bottom of my desk. Ah, there we go. So, but these are good up to 120C. These are not cheap. So, and I have these on there. They did not lose their adhesion at 70C. I'm going to put these on our Ender 3 and run it at 110C just to make sure that these are going to hold up. These are going to have no problem keeping the mats down. So to give you an idea, I also have, if you're in the area, I posted in the group, if you're in our area, I'm not shipping this. I don't have a box big enough to ship it, but I have that same steel sheet with PEI for the S5. So 500 by 500. So if you want to come grab that and be a guinea pig and test that, you can come by. Just let me know. Shoot me an email. Tim at TH3Dstudio.com. I have it right here. So there we go. This is a big boy here. So PEI and giant steel sheet. So we are working on larger sizes. I just want to make sure they hold up. So, but my supplier I get the sheets from, he said these magnets are good up to 120C. He's tested them up to that, but I'm also going to test these ourselves. So these will be added to the site. I'm going to give it about a week or two, and these will be added to the site, and they'll be able to be. I mean, you can see here. Look, this is just one little magnet. You can see, like, oh, there we go. They're very strong. So these work great. I don't know if, oh, I do have a flex plate here. So because the flex plates are spring steel, I saw some guy in Reddit saying that ours weren't spring steel. They definitely are. Because if they were, he said they were stainless. Because if they were stainless, then they wouldn't be magnetic. Because stainless steel is not magnetic. So there we go. We got magnets, and these will work through your aluminum bed. And this is our 310 sheet here. And these are hard to get apart. So these are going to come with all sorts of warnings of don't let them snap together. I've already broken 3 of them, and they're not cheap. So I've wasted, like, I don't know, $6 almost in magnets. So I'm gonna have to put all sorts of disclaimers of don't let them snap together. And I think the best way to get them apart when they're in the stack is you take a knife and just put in there and then break them off. Because these things are super strong. They're about 10 pounds of pulling force. So, but those other sheets I'm pretty sure are stainless. And they're very weak in terms of the magnetic attraction versus these sheets. And these are spring steel. So, and these magnets stick to these a hell of a lot better. You know, like if I put this magnet on the other one, it sort of stays, but not. So, but you can see how much force I have to put on this. Like, look how far this can pull it. So, they work. Yep. I just want to make sure that the big sheets work as well with the magnets as our little sheets. So, the little sheets have no problem with it. I took the magnets in a bar and I put them over just a single sheet, and it sucked it up from about 20 millimeters. So they're very strong. Like it's one of those things where he's like, oh yeah, they're very strong. Be careful with them. I'm like, okay, sure. And then I get them like, oh man, I actually pinched my hand with one of them, and I was playing with them, and I caught part of my shirt, my one of my TH3D shirts I was wearing at the time, and I caught it, and it like crimped the shirt. So they're actually very, very strong. So I understand now why people buy neodymium magnets just to play around, because these are a lot of fun, but they're also very dangerous. When I snapped 2 together, but when I snapped 2 together, there was actually a spark And I was like, that's insane. I know not a ton about magnets, but I was like, these are crazy because I've heard of really high strength magnets. Never actually played with any recently. I'm just turning off the autofocus because I realized this was like zooming in and out on you guys. But anyways, we're gonna have magnets. I just want to complete testing. I don't see any reason they're not going to work at our PLA temps. But I want to make sure that my supplier's claims of, up to 120C are actually valid before I tell you guys that they are. I have a feeling they're going to be. But again, I want to, trust but verify. So, and dude, these big nozzle prints are so solid. My buddy's gonna love this. He's like, "Can you print this for me?" I was like, "Sure." I was like, "Do you care what color?" He's like, "No, I just want to have it for my desk." I was like, "Cool. I'm gonna print it on the big printer at a 0.5 layer height." So, yeah, we had the flex plates in stock for the sale for the first day, but the problem is we also had back orders open for that, and I didn't want to screw over the people that already back ordered before the sale, and I also wanted to make sure we didn't oversell and then not be able to fill the orders. So we will be listing those in stock next week once we ship out all the back orders. Samantha's literally packing orders right now. So things that we had to deal with. So I don't know if you guys know, but our site is built on WordPress. I am a pseudo web developer, meaning that I know enough to be dangerous. I've been in IT for years, so I built our site on top of WordPress. And the issues we had were with a plugin. The plugin that was responsible for it was called YITH Dynamic Pricing. And what the goal of that plugin was to do was for me to say, okay, these products get this much discount. These products get this much discount. If you add an ABL kit to the cart, you get a free bed mount. Or the discount, whatever, basically if you have an ABL kit and you add the bed mounts then become free, and then the discount is no longer on the Easy ABL kit. So that's why we had originally, you could get the 20% off the ABL kit or a free solid bed mount. What ended up happening was that plugin absolutely tanked our site. It was making things take 15 to 20 seconds to add to cart. It wasn't calculating, especially the bed mount combo thing. So what I ended up doing was we had to take the site down. We changed the plugin and we figured, okay, we're just going to discount the bed mounts 50% off, which what we had anyways, because it wasn't handling all the discounts correctly. And more importantly, it was tanking the site. So the site completely just died because of that. It was literally because of that plugin. 100% that plugin. So we also had some other underlying issues. So we used DreamHost to host our website. And we were on their original DreamPress platform. So what DreamPress is basically a specialized VPS. The cart button is in the upper right hand corner of the site, Jerry. So if you look in the upper right hand corner of the site, there's a little cart icon. And that's, I believe, if you're on mobile, or on desktop, if you're on mobile, it's in the menu system. So we've been on DreamPress. I've been with DreamHost for about a decade now, actually probably more than that. But typically I've been pretty happy with them. Their support's very knowledgeable. It's a bunch of nerdy guys running that place. And they hire nerds, and they do know their stuff. Well, the problem, I just realized I moved my camera and my shot is off, because usually I have my shelf and the shot there so you guys can see my prints. So anyways, it was a compounding of issues. So we had been on DreamPress since I started TH3D, and since then we were then converted over to DreamPress Legacy. So what happened was our site was on an old server, and then on top of that, for some reason, their management system put all of the databases for all the other websites that are on my account, because I also have a shared hosting plan for them for smaller sites, like my personal website, Doug's personal website, and a couple small IT clients that just have little information sites, so nothing that's getting tons of traffic. Well, the problem is all those databases were then somehow moved onto the VPS for the DreamPress. So not only was the TH3D site, but 20 other databases for the other sites that I run were put on that virtual database. So that was not helping the situation. So when I contacted support, I got a guy that was very awesome. I believe his name was Evan. Evan, you're awesome, because Evan realized that their backend system screwed up. He realized that we are getting too much traffic for the legacy package, and in moving to the DreamPress Pro package, which gives us higher priority support, more memory, more priority traffic, our dedicated IP, all this awesome stuff to help our site run faster. He also fixed all the issues with the databases. So we got moved to a brand new server. It's not the older DreamPress legacy server we were on. So brand new server. He fixed all the back-end issues. So in the silver lining is that technologically speaking, the sale brought out a lot of weaknesses in our site and technical issues with our hosting company. So those have been all addressed. I'm still on the fence if I want to move to a platform like Shopify or BigCommerce, because the reality is we're probably going to need to still have a WordPress site just for all the information stuff that we have, all our, mainly like our knowledge base and our downloads and that kind of stuff. You're very limited with those kind of options on more e-commerce focused platforms. Some of them do have, bandwidth limitations. We host the firmware download package, which is, the full package is, almost 500 megabytes. That's a lot of traffic. DreamHost gives us unlimited traffic. So it's trying to find the right solution for us, but I'm very happy with where the site's at now. Page load times are like 1 to 2 seconds tops. In terms of the shop, the other pages are almost instantaneously. We're utilizing varnish caching, and we're going over to INX caching in a little bit here. They're going to be updating us to that to get us even more performance. So yeah, it was a learning experience. Now, in terms of running the sale, I got to make sure that next time I have everything clearly spelled out, because some people thought that us saying that we will cover the shipping on the printer meant that we had free shipping on everything. So there was a couple of people that asked, well, why was I charged shipping? Well, it's for the printer. If you win the printer, we pay for the shipping on the printer. And we also found out too that we had to add in a mail-in entry option. Not that anybody's going to use it, but legally we have to have a way for people to enter for free. So if you notice at the bottom of the page, it said you can mail your entry in. We also found out that you have to, when you do giveaways, you actually have to cover 100% of the shipping. So again, more learning experiences here. We were going to cover the shipping in the US, but if an international person, we said we were going to cover 50%, because I think it was going to be almost $100 something to ship it. But we would have ended up covering 100% once I found out about that. So, but luckily for us, the guy that won it is in the US, so that shouldn't cost us too much. It's still gonna be like 30 or 40 bucks, but it is what it is. What else did we learn here? We also learned that people are going to email you that have an order from a month ago that they've been using and still have, and some people that had like back orders were wanting us to retroactively apply all these discounts that were run through the sale. And then, when we tell them, well, we can't, because it's not fair if we do it for you, we have to do it for everybody else. And then they yell and scream at us, telling us they're never going to buy from us again. So that was lovely. It is what it is. There was one guy that really got on my nerves and, kept going on. And I said, fine, here, I'll refund the order. You can reorder it. Well, the problem was the thing he ordered was one of the Creality boards, which everybody wants. So I don't know if he actually was able to reorder them or if somebody else got them, because as soon as I hit that refund button, it puts the inventory back into stock. So yeah, let me see here. You didn't TH3D, your site can't provide a secure connection. SSL cert, are you sure? Let me see here. Let me pull up our site here, because I can contact DreamHost, because they're the ones who run all that stuff for us. What browser are you using? Because I saw someone else mention that, but I'm not getting that error. So if I go over to my website, or go over to my Chrome here, let's see here. It takes me to my HTTPS. We have a banner here, so this is another thing we're going to be doing. We're going to be having these pop-ups when we have delays to make sure everybody knows that there's a delay, so there's no secret. You can just click off of that or hit accept. What Let me see here. Connection is secure. Certificate valid. I don't know if you guys can read that. It says we're good. It was issued 11/28 and 2/26/2019. Yeah, let me see. I think I have Firefox installed. Let me see. Let's get Firefox. Yeah, I don't have Firefox installed. So let's get Firefox installed here. You're getting secure on Chrome. Well, I'll have to put a ticket into DreamHost because they're the ones that manage the SSL cert. All right, so let me go here. Let's see if I get an error. Oh, I am. Look at that. So why would Chrome be not? Why would Chrome be showing it's fine, but this is not? But Firefox is flagging it. What's up with that? Let's see here. That's really weird. And there's no way for them to bypass that. Edge is flagging it as well. Okay, well, that's a big deal. I thought it was just one person having an issue. And usually, so I've seen issues with the SSL certificates where what happens is your SSL cert gets flagged because in your browser because the time is off on your local PC. But that's weird because I only use Chrome 100%. I just had to install install Firefox. So let me see here. Let me see if I can renew it myself on the end here. Let me see. Certificate active. Let me see here. Save changes now. And I know we do have a unique IP address for our system here. I could also do a let me see here. Let's see. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll just, it's $15. Maybe I'll just buy an actual frickin' cert. Let's just do that. Screw it. I'll just buy, they have a Komodo cert here. I know, it's always, I mean, this is kind of like, I really appreciate, you know, I know this has been a complete, you know, clusterfuck for the most part. I mean, it's not been that bad, but it's not been without its issues. CRT.sh. What is that? Never heard of that. Oh, Komodo. Komodo CRT.sh. What is this doing here? I get nothing when I go to CRT.sh. Nothing on my page. Let me, yeah, pop-up or my ad blockers disabled. I get nothing on here. So you know what? I'm just gonna buy a cert through Komodo. It's all integrated with DreamHost. I'm just gonna make sure, just gonna buy it and not have to worry about the Let's Encrypt stuff. It also looks a little more professional in my opinion. So I just need to make sure this email where they're gonna send the verification is going to go to me. Is it working now? I mean, I went through and re-added it through my web portal here. Oh, so it did fix it. Because here's the thing is that DreamHost will actually auto-renew all... Oh, that's the wrong video. I didn't mean to pull up that video. Let's see, Firefox. Dreamhouse will auto-renew the Let's Encrypt stuff for us. So, but let me see. TH3D. HTTPS. I'm still getting... Has configured their website improperly. Okay, it's showing a self-signed cert now. That is... I'm gonna have to contact them and see. Oh, it's working. Okay, hang on. Oh. Do a hard refresh. Control it and hold refresh. Okay, so it is working now. All right. That is interesting. Let me make sure it works in Edge here too. Where's my Edge browser? I never use Microsoft Edge. Yeah, it's not coming up. Okay. Yeah, so I have it here. Let me see here. Oh yeah, it's verified by Let's Encrypt. Okay, now this expires on March 1st, 2019. Okay, so what I think happened was, even though the cert was valid, they changed our IP address and a couple of other settings when we moved servers. So I'm guessing it was improperly installed, or there was something something not stamped correctly. And I just realized I don't have Edge on here. Maybe I actually stripped out Microsoft Edge on my computer, because I don't see it anywhere on my start menu. Interesting. I don't know how I did that. So all right. So yeah, I think that's everything. Trying to think if I missed anything. So we've got basically everything's going to be back on order that's out of stock right now. So we should have that stuff in about, 2 weeks or so. I don't think anybody actually uses Wedge. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to eat this really quick because it's 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything all day. All right, so the stuff that is out of stock, fittings, flex plates, the Creality boards. Looks like we sold through the direct smoothers and some nozzles and the 50-15 12-volt fans. I may actually have more 50-15 12-volt fans. I think I have like a box of like 10 or 20 of them. But those are already on reorder. So let me do this. I'm going to... Oh, do I? Oh, I gotta update the, I gotta update my, like, template. But if you go to forum, it should take you to Discord. Yeah, it does. So it still does go somewhere. So, alright, does anybody have any questions? Anything that I haven't covered that we could have improved on? So I think next time we run a sale, I know our procedure, what it's going to be in terms of applying discounts. We got a plugin that works now. What's that? Yeah, I just wanted to... I was on board with the magnets. I just wanted to find the right ones. And I think these are it. Because these are insanely strong. Let's see. I can't cut my flex plates down, but let me ask, because here's the thing, my supplier can make any size. I just need to send them a new template to have the, what's the word I'm looking for? To have the product number. Now, it's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to call it. I mean, I called the other ones MK3s. I could call it the Easy CR Mini, but I'll get them cut. The next large batch, so once we go through this batch, I'm going to see if we can cut, temps. I don't think I got that link, Nero. I hope maybe they're the same as these ones that I've got. But I'm gonna stop playing with this because it's too much fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try to have lips. This batch is the same as last. They're square. Honestly, I don't understand why people have such a hard time without the lip, because I literally just unclip the plate and slide it off. You know, especially if you got a print on there, just grab the print. Um, so, but I am going to try and get that. Like I said, the problem is we can do them on the smaller sheets on the next batch. In terms of the little, just like having a little tab to lift off. But until we can find a supplier that can supply us with sheets that have a wider length than, or wider width than 305, then it's going to be hard to add those on. Because the raw stock right now is, I believe he was telling me it's like 305 by 305. So for the 300 by 300s, there's very little cutting that's done to them because they're 300 by 305. So we leave them longer, so you have a couple millimeters to clip the clips onto if you're using the clips. That's why we went with the nice compact micro clips that we ship with them. The artilleries are not going to be shipping for a while. We've got too much other stuff going on. That's why I put on the site that we're going to start listing them and shipping in January. So, and it's going to come with a multitude of bed options. So we're going to have it shipping with, you'll have an ultra base, you'll have an easy mat, you can add on a flex plate. So you'll have a lot of options for your print surfaces. So no matter what you like printing on, I think we've got all the bases covered from, you know, the bed mat to an ultra base style. You know, you can choose what you want to use is what I'm getting at. Let's see. Jose Garcia, with the TH3D steel plate, the glass is not needed. You do not need the glass. I don't use the glass. Now, one thing to check is if you're on a Creality machine, if you take the glass off and you might need to raise your bed up because your motors might bottom out on, or the brackets on the X gantry might hit the Z motor mounts if it goes too low. Because I had one of my machines, I had to raise my bed up a little bit because it was slightly too low. And basically my nozzle couldn't get all the way down to the bed once I took the glass off. So that's just something to be aware of. I'm not saying it's going to happen on your machine or anybody else's machine. I'm just saying it's something to be aware of depending on your machine setup and, you know, how it was assembled. Because there's slight variances. There's slight variances between all machines. We will be adding the stock to the flex plate, so I don't want to sell any more on back order until we fill the current back orders. So later next week, probably Wednesday, you can sign up on the flex plate page, on the steel sheet page, not the bundle page, on the actual steel sheet page. You can sign up to be notified, and our system will email you as soon as I hit that restock button. WF Rider, you ordered the 300 and easy mat, some fittings, and nozzles, and a bed mount. The 3.1. So the feedback I've gotten from people with AC beds is the new 3.1 sensors with the shielding work way better because it's able to pick up that EMI and drain it out to ground. I do have like refurbished and, you know, customer return sensors. So if you want to test one out and let me know what your experience is, just shoot me an email. You got my send me an email to Tim at TH3D Studio. I got a couple of kits that I know are working that were just, you know, people had buyer's remorse or couldn't get it working or something. But the kit works on its own. So I can send you out one of those. I got a few of them here. But I do need feedback on it then. But I have a couple of people with tornadoes that are running them. Those have AC beds with really crappy relays, and they work well. The orders are just getting sent out as they're being processed. I do not have an ETA for orders. We are literally just packing them as fast as I can. Samantha's literally packing orders right now. I have the system open, and since we started the stream, she's packed 45 orders. So in about an hour, 45 orders have been packed. So we're just chipping through them. I can see here, let's see, because we got, like I said, we got the flex plate orders, so those are back in our queue. It looks like the oldest order in the queue is from the 27th right now, in terms of the, what's the word I'm looking for? In terms of just the normal orders. So like our merch orders, those I got to go through and add the tracking from our fulfillment center for those. But the 27th is the oldest order in our queue, and they're being chipped away at right now. Yeah, we use ShipStation for all of our management stuff. I mean, to give you guys an idea of the volume that we got in, it was insane. So on the 27th, we had our normal, 50 orders, or maybe less than that, maybe 40. It's like I'm looking at the chart here. And then on the 28th, we got over 200. And then the 29th, we got 130, and the 30th, we got 115. So, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, if you guys want to see, I mean, we're ready. We have everything. Oh God, what happened to my video here? I moved OBS and it did that. Did it move around all my other stuff? No, it just moved that. Yeah, so hang on, where's yeah, I gotta order our mugs. I got our hat, obviously, our shirt. I'm very happy with the quality of the place we're using to fulfill this stuff. And when it was weird getting a package with my logo on it, because they brand everything when they do the fulfillment for us. So the packing slip's got our information on it, the label and everything. It's fantastic. I'm very happy with it. They're expensive, and we don't make too much on the merch, which is fine because I just wanted people to be able to have it. So, like I said, we're literally just getting orders done as quick as possible. So, the oldest orders from the 27th, we're literally going to be packing orders until 1 o'clock in the morning. So, my goal is to get caught up and back to normal operations no later than Wednesday the 5th, but I think we'll be able to get everything back to normal by the 3rd, which is Monday. So what I'm hoping is that because we had the sale, everybody who would normally have ordered during, whenever time of the week bought it during the sale. So we will have a little bit of a dip towards the beginning of next week in terms of sales, and then it'll go back to normal. So we're just trying to get everything out as fast as we can. Let's see here. I was going to show you guys. Oh yeah, so we have a storage unit that we use to store all of our excess inventory, and even that, let's see here. I thought I took a picture of it because my buddy's like, "Oh, there's no way you guys filled that up already." We did. It's pretty much packed with boxes at this point right now. Oh, here we go. So here we go. So this was the flex plate printing. This is the 400. No clips, just the magnets. These were just videos showing how flexy it is. You can see here. It's not as flexy as the other ones because it's thicker. But these are the magnets you can see here. I'm using the high temp 3M. I made a nice little grid with the magnets here, and this is what's on the bottom. And then I actually put insulation over these because this bed was not insulated. And then these were just new fans. There we go. So there's all the artilleries. They're stacked up literally to the ceiling. I have one here. So we have them. There's other printers, filament from Black Friday sale. We got all our coax stuff. This is all filament right here. So yeah, here, filament, 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 printers, battery backups. So we're getting ready to gear up. All in this back corner is all boxes. So we're ready. We got enough to ship everything out. We got enough tape and labels and everything, but that's our storage unit right now, which is almost full. I wasn't expecting. My buddy's like, "Oh, there's no way you filled that up." I was like, "Yeah, we're pretty close. I can't really fit much else in there at this point." So, and actually, Scott, since you're on the stream, that is going to be Scott Latine's artillery. I'm giving that to him for free. He's the lead janitor over at Marlin, as he calls himself. And he's going to be putting that thing through its paces and let me know if there's any firmware changes I need to make. So he is the only person we are giving a free artillery to because I believe he's the one that deserves it the most. I'm not giving out any free for review. You know, he's going to be the one guy that gets one for free. That's fully decked out. So he has a machine that he can test, you know, Marlin with, give us feedback on the machine itself, but he'll have a system that he can do a lot of stuff in terms of Marlin because we're going to have TMC 2208s on there, addressable LEDs, bed leveling, dual Z, all sorts of fun features. So, but we'll be decking that out probably next week once I get out from under the order queue, and then I'll be sending that over to him. So Scott will be getting a free artillery with all the bells and whistles. Let me see here. Scott already has a couple deltas. I'm just reading the chat here. Anything else? No, I think you covered all the bases. Although I wouldn't have gone with the BL Touch. But that's just me. I may be a little biased. Let's see here. All right, so I'm trying to think, and apologize if I'm not as chatty as normal. I'm like just exhausted. I was up until 7 a.m. today going through inventory. We moved probably 4 carloads over to the storage unit, and after we had a bunch of inventory come in, the flex plates, a bunch of other stuff. I literally got the new power supplies in yesterday. I didn't realize they got delivered until I went downstairs at like 12 a.m. and realized that there were a bunch of boxes down there. So power supplies are back in stock. The tornado power supplies, we literally, I think, unless it's sold during the sale, I think we only have one left, and they're on back order everywhere. I can't get them from any of the suppliers I usually use to get my Meanwhile power supplies from, but I have them in but I have them on, I back ordered them, so we have them on the way. They're telling us only a couple weeks, so hopefully before the end of the year. Thanks for the sub, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm definitely going to need, just a reminder. So Friday, this Friday coming up, we have our friend's wedding. So Friday orders will not be going out. So cause Samantha and I are in the wedding. So we have to take the day off. But our guys will be here working, making inventory. So it's ready to ship out on Monday when we get back. So, but I'm definitely going to have to schedule some time down because not this week, but next week, so not the week of the 2nd, but the week of the 9th, on the 14th, we're closing on the new house. So it's going to be chaos. I have a feeling I'm going to be working during Christmas, which sucks, but we're going to have to do what we got to do. So we close on the new house on the 14th. So if nothing else happens, hopefully it'll just be we close and then we can get in there. We take possession on the 17th. So the priority is get the shop insulated and start getting stuff over there. I'm not sure if I can send you the order confirmation again. You can log into the My Account page on our site, and that should show your accounts. If for some reason it doesn't show because you checked out as a guest, then we'd have to link it to your email. Yeah, Amazon Pay is not going to link it to your email because Amazon, for some reason, doesn't like doing that. It's people wanted Amazon Pay, so we added it, but honestly, it's been being more trouble than it's even worth because it doesn't let you link. It doesn't let you link your account or your order to your TH3D account. So if you have an account with our website, it will not pull that in. It will. I don't even know if it puts it on your Amazon account, to be completely honest, because it's just people think that it goes through Amazon's site as it's going to show up on your Amazon orders. It doesn't. It's just Amazon's payment processing because they're in every single possible business you can think of because they want full control over it, from payment processing to all this other stuff. They basically have a tight grip on that. So they offer their payment processing, and your Amazon account just literally used for logging in. That's it. Easy Flex will be back in stock next week, probably Wednesday, once we get out from the backlog of orders. So I'm going to say Wednesday the 5th, I believe. Is that the 5th? The 5th. We have them. We just need to get the back orders out that already ordered them. I just realized, Scott, yeah, the only Delta I have is Microwave D1. Never got it printing. They're a pain. Deltas are cool to look at when they print, but they're such a pain to use. So if you want a project and you want to hate yourself, but then not hate yourself once you get it printing, then buy a Delta. So I'm surprised how quiet everybody is in chat here. I'm assuming it's working. But yeah, if there's any if you need your order linked to your account, make sure you have an account on our site. Send us an email with your email and the order numbers you want linked to said email, and we'll go ahead and do that. I haven't messed with Clipper enough to even comment on that. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. I know they've added more features in, but it's on my list of things I want to do, but the problem is I don't have time to do it, especially with everything that's going on right now. So hopefully 2019 will allow me to get more people in and focus on more development and more documentation, more videos, that kind of stuff. So, but I'm going to go ahead. I got to help. I got to clean up the office here. I got to fix one of our ABS machines and run some more prints. If you saw, my D6 just is starting another print now. But I actually have to get going. I'm going to see if I'm going to see what we can do in terms of scheduling a stream, because right now I've got the GTEC A10M, the A20, the A20M, and the Ender 4, the Ender 5, and the CRX. So I've got 6 printers that we want to do unboxings for right now. So, but anyways, I'm going to go because I got a lot of stuff to do. Thank you to everybody that participated in the sale, that jumped in the stream. Congratulations to our winners. And if you guys want to check out our shop, like I said, there are some things out of stock right now, and they will be restocked. The Easy Flexes will be restocked on Wednesday at the latest. And that's about it. So everybody, enjoy your weekend and happy printing.